What's up, guys? Expel here, and today we're gonna be breaking down another one of my Stimulus Solos gameplays. Now, I know I've already done this a couple of times. First of all, I did fix the audio in this one, so no worries on that. But also, I know I've done this a couple of times, and you know, it may seem like I'm just kind of beating the old dead horse. But here's the deal. I actually did a poll on my YouTube channel that, you know, showed that a lot of people really didn't like the mode. And I wanted to show you guys that there is a reason for you to play the mode. You can actually get better at the game, and you can push for kills, and you don't really have to worry about it. I know a lot of people don't like the money. I know a lot of people don't like the kill streaks being called in, but in this video, I'm really going to show you how to combat a lot of that and just enjoy the mode a lot more. So before we hop into things, I do want to let you know there are timestamps in the description down below that if you follow, you can skip to any part in the video that you would like to. It's also in the pinned comment as well as the YouTube playhead, so feel free to check that out. Past that, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys do enjoy to go ahead and drop the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here. That way you get notified every single time I post a video with the notification bell, baby. Slap that thing. Slap that little notification bell. And then feel free to follow me over on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This video will be going up directly after my latest stream on Monday, so feel free to go check out my Twitch and don't miss another stream, dadgummit. And then also, it's twitch.tv/iamexpel. Goes until 2 p.m. Make sure to be there. And then follow me over on Twitter and join my Discord. You can find those down below. I tweet all the time on Twitter. I almost said Discord. And then I talk on Discord a lot. It's the best way to get a hold of me. Regardless, let's go ahead and hop on into things and let's break down this gameplay so you guys can have a little bit more fun and get a little bit more kills within this Stimulus Solos mode. So as you can see, guys, we're going to be landing at the Superstore once again. Like I said, it's my favorite spot right here. We just we miss all our shots. The AK-47, definitely not a weapon you want to be grabbing off the rip. It's really not that great. I popped some shots on this guy and I really wanted that kill. I wanted to push in and I wanted to just try and eliminate him. Luckily, I heard that he had pushed into the corner and I had dead silence on. I went ahead and threw that on. That way, whenever I push in, I'm as quiet as I can possibly be. And at this point, you know, I'm waiting for the next dead silence, because whenever you're playing within Superstore, you want to be as quiet as you possibly can. Superstore is a hot drop, is a fantastic spot. You grab a ton of money. You're able to get your class set up super early on, especially in these Stimulus Solos where you grab cash just willy-nilly crazy. So just, you know, try and be as quiet as you possibly can and just loot up and, you know, make sure that no one's gonna find you, and if they do, you know, you find them first. So I actually ended up grabbing a UAV out of a crate here, and I'm checking the UAV and I see that there's a couple of people like up above me. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to go ahead and push in. Now this guy is a little sneaky beaky. He thought he was gonna peek out and get me, but nope. As soon as he peeked through that door, that was it. That was the end of his dreams and all of that. But at this point, we're gonna make our way up to the top and see if we can get the other guy. Now the guy on the roof actually ended up disappearing, but I did find another man on the or woman, I don't know, on the UAV at these you know, garage stations and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of sneak over here, grab all the plates that I could, but I'm sitting on 25 grand, and I actually ended up finding this guy on the right hand side. So I broke his armor and I was like, all right, I've got a Simtex, I've got a flashbang. If the Simtex doesn't hit, I want to make sure that he's flashed. So I double through my utilities and I just took care of business in that situation. It was all about just knowing that he has to push back and trying to, you know, make sure that he's not even going to attempt to jump out and try and shoot. He was basically screwed no matter what he did in that situation. Right here, I saw a vehicle coming, and I tell you what, man, people are crazy, dude. They do not, under any circumstance, if you have the ability and you need to get around the map, don't grab a quad. Quads are so open. I will not use a quad in this game, and you usually will not see me use it unless I have no other option. This guy was running right at me. He saw me place down the barricade, which, by the way, the barricade makes them bounce off to the side. I placed down the barricade and just absolutely destroyed him. The next thing is I'm gonna run over here. I've got $37,000. The first thing I'm gonna do, if I'm not wrong, I should go ahead and grab a UAV. Yep, I grab a UAV to make sure that no one's around me. I see that no one's around. We go ahead and grab a loadout drop kit marker. We throw it on the ground. We grab another UAV and a self-revive. When you've got a ton of money off the rip in this game mode, you want to go ahead and take care of everything that you need to take care of. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Growl RPG class. You guys know it. You guys love it. A lot of people are actually using it now. But I see that there's a guy down here. So I jump on top so that I'll be coming from an angle that he's really not expecting. I see a guy's actually coming down behind me at the building. So I'm going to keep that in my mind. This guy ends up running out and I just absolutely straight beam him. So I'm going to run over, grab his stuff, see what he's got going on. He's got $5,600. That's going to give me an opportunity. You know, I've got 20 grand now. If I need to call in a UAV, I can call in a UAV. I can grab another UAV. But I hear a chest in this building. We're going to go ahead and run inside and see if we can grab the chest. But for some reason, I'm having issues figuring out how to get to the top. So I just said, the heck with it. I'm going to jump on top of this building, jump on top of this building, and jump all the way around, which is what we ended up doing. And whenever that guy dropped $5,600, here's the thing. Here's what you got to think. And that's why I knew that he was going to come down. And that's why I was kind of waiting to see if he did come down. He dropped $5,600. In this game mode, you lose $4,500 and drop half of what you had. Now, he had some stuff. So my thought process is I'm going to stay around this area and see if I can kill him when he comes back down, because I already know that he, after paying $4,500, he still had $11,200, which is massive. Now it's all about trying to play the two people that are in this building. And I'm watching to see, one guy's on top, one guy is on the main level. And I see him in this corner here, kill him. He didn't have any armor. We've got this guy coming up behind us who thinks he's a bad A. So I go ahead and jump on the building. You know, I'm using my movement. I'm jump shotting. I'm trying to hit as many headshots as I can. He was crouching, so the better plan in that situation was to hit a jump shot instead of laying down, because he would have hit more of my head with his pistol, which would have made it easier for him to kill me. Now, I see this guy on the radar. He's slowly making his way through the building, and I knew that he was going to have to come out. So I see that there's a guy 42 meters away. I'm pretty certain he's on top of the roof. So I back up and I try and play the roof a little bit. I see him peek out right there, and I'm like, all right, that's quite a few shots. I broke his armor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here, and he's going to peek out again, and we get the kill. Easy peasy, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about checking that UAV, checking that mini map in this game mode, and trying to know exactly where these guys are going to be. If you can account for where the people are, and you're pretty much just fighting for a gunfight and accuracy. As long as you have a good, like, accurate weapon, you should be fine in most scenarios. So I see that really no one's coming, but I hear in my headphones the enemy is dropping down. So there's a guy, he comes inside, and I beam him as well. Like I said, just watching the UAV, seeing where these guys are going, because no one dropping back down is gonna have ghost. It is huge, huge, huge for you to be running a UAV in this game mode, and I'm not joking about that. Absolutely not joking about that. So I'm checking my heartbeat. You know, we're checking for UAVs. I want to know where these guys went. I start popping shots on the guys in the sky because the ground's so accurate and there's no one around. I'm like, all right, I may as well try and give it a shot just once or twice and see what happens. And then I see that there's a loadout drop coming in at my left, but also I see this guy crossing over. And I'm like, okay, well, my best bet here to get this guy taken care of is to go ahead and rush and see if I can get him while he's crossing. Sadly, he ends up jumping over the wall before I can even, you know, pop a shot at him. So I see that there's a guy coming up close on the loadout drop, which I knew was going to have somebody, and then he just disappeared. What that means to me is that the guy grabbed his class and he now has ghost. Whenever I peek this wall, I see him running through the middle. And then I hear a guy coming down on my right-hand side and just absolutely take care of business. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is UAV. A lot of this stuff is listening for the voices that tell you, you know, there's an enemy coming in. It's huge, huge, huge in this game mode. So I decided not to try and mess with the guy at the loadout drop because he had ghost and I had no way of knowing where he was going to be. So what I decide to do is actually push over toward the guy that we knew was here a minute ago, because I can hear him shooting at the vehicle on the minimap, the truck, which, by the way, is about to make a second round back. So he's going to be sitting there shooting at him, which means I've got enough, you know, noise going on to where I can kind of sneak up on him and take care of business on this guy. I've been saying take care of business a lot. But we have this guy. I see him through the window. I go ahead and push around and we clean up the kill right here. And then I start getting shot from behind, and this is where things get a little hectic. So I've got to start putting on plates, and I saw a guy was actually behind me, and then I see the guy right beside the building right there. It's super like hard to see stuff like that, but I have to pay attention to everything going on around me and have knowledge of everyone that's around me. So there's a guy in this building, there's a guy that was near the truck, and there was a guy that was beside the building that I was just in on the closest side of me. And then there's another guy dropping down. So I have no idea what's going on. The guy in the truck probably just died with that rocket. But at the same time, I'm sitting here waiting to see if that guy's on the roof, which, by the way, he's not. I don't know what happened to him. So I'm checking my heartbeat to see where he's at. I see the guy inside the building. He's kind of running around in there. And we're going to kind of slowly try and make it where we can get this kill. So I see him right there. I go for the direct impact. I barely miss, but he gets stuck, luckily, and I hit him with that growl. We ended his whole career right there with that growl. And then I don't see anybody else on the heartbeat. So what that means to me is that everybody else has died. Everyone killed each other. There's no one left to fight right now. So I'm going to go ahead and loot up. I'm going to get everything that I can now that, you know, the whole gunfight is over, and we're going to try and get out of here. So right here, I actually saw that there was a bounty in this building and wanted to go ahead and run and grab that. My goal was also to go ahead and take the roof on this building to see if I could find the people that were near. And as I'm running up these stairs, I'm going to be grabbing all the stuff that I possibly can. So I check my heartbeat as I'm coming up to make sure that no one's on the rooftop. And then whenever I get up there, I'll be able to fly off or do whatever I need to do to take care of the bounty. And this is actually one of my favorite parts within the game. It gets kind of fun right here. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the bounty, and I see that the bounty is around the back left-hand side here. But I want to check these yellow buildings because I'm pretty sure I saw someone at them a little bit earlier in the game, and I wanted to make sure that they weren't still here. But the bounty's over there. There was a war machine right there, but I just simply wasn't interested in it. And right here, you can see there's a couple of cars that are going to start, you know, moving around. I pull out my RPG and I get ready to shoot. That guy stops. We go ahead and blow up the vehicle. And just a quick reminder, you know, those vehicles, whenever they blow up, they blow up with a little bit more power. Now, the guy on this roof, I saw he was just laying there. And with the growl being as accurate as it is, I wanted to just go ahead and pop some shots. But I also had a sniper that was aimed down at me, and either I let that sniper, you know, shoot me out, or I just go for the kill. Same thing here with this guy, just RPG as he's going by. It's an easy, simple kill. Nothing crazy there to, you know, to be learned. Just have an RPG, blow up vehicles. It's really not crazy. But right here, I almost call in that cluster strike, but I don't trust that the guy's still in the building. So I wanted to hold on to it for just another minute. Now, the guy we're about to run up against, the bounty, he's actually a pretty decent player, and you'll see that in just a second. But I decided that no one's coming out, so I want to go ahead and drop down, grab everybody's stuff over here, and get the fudge out of Dodge. Now, I'm not going to go for the stuff on the left-hand side here, and there's a reason for that. The way that it's out in the open is not fantastic, so I'm just going to rotate around, and I'm going to try and take care of this bounty, grab a little bit of cash, and just get this guy out of the game. Really, I'm not playing for the cash whenever I'm going for these bounties, to be entirely honest with you. The thing is that it's just a way to find people whenever I don't have UAVs or a buy station nearby. So I go ahead and use them. Now, the issue with using them in this mode is that you do have the opportunity to grab a ton of UAVs because of the cash that you have. So whenever you're running bounties, more people are going to know that you're coming at them. Now, I saw on the heartbeat sensor, there was actually 2 people on heartbeat. So I'm like, no, can't play 2 people. And then the guy actually flies down right now to the building. So I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and hop on top, and let's go ahead and check over and see if I can find anybody. I can't see anybody with the tree there, so I decided to fly over to this teal building. I don't know why I always say teal building. And then I hear a guy break a door down below. So I go ahead and lay down so I can catch this guy off guard. He was so ridiculously good, by the way, and his name was Noob. He hit some really good shots on me, especially for not knowing that I was going to be laying there. He hit some really good shots on me, and then I see this guy sitting on the roof right here. Go ahead and kill that guy, because there's no reason not to shoot whenever, you know, they're in an open area and I have a really good opportunity to kill them. And then I decide that I guess I better just move over. I'm hoping that I can get this guy and he's going to be sitting at the other side for within the next 5 seconds, but it doesn't happen. He's actually just sitting in the room, in the very back room, hiding. He was absolutely terrified to do anything, so I didn't want to mess with him. So he's just sitting back there, just chilling. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to see if I can get him to move. But in reality, he's actually not in that back building, or that back room, I mean. He's not. He's down below. And I start to realize that as I move forward, you're going to see that I pull out the heartbeat sensor and he starts running out. He's 31 meters away. He's outside. And I'm like, okay, so I guess he's running. So I hop on top of this building, and this is a really bad spot because I'm pretty open on the back side. So I shoot a rocket at this guy hoping it's going to kill him, it doesn't kill him. And so I have to use this small amount of cover because I got sniped in the head. The worst situation. And then after I get back up with my self-revive, I jump down off the roof because I have to get cover and I have to get healed up. Otherwise, that sniper's just going to kill me once again. So I jump on top and I see this guy running out. I launch a rocket. Easy kill. We're now on a 20 kill streak. Absolutely insane. I'm looking for this guy. I catch him over on the right-hand side. The growl is just a straight laser beam. Ladies and gentlemen, it is ridiculous. And I don't know if you know this, it actually is better than the M4. Just so you guys know, it is better than the M4 simply because of some of the attachments that you can put on it at a longer range. And you're going to be using this as a sniper in most cases. At a longer range, it's going to have less bullets to kill somebody. At about 75 meters, it's a lot less bullets to kill somebody. So just keep that in mind. Now it's just about looting up. I see this guy actually coming down right here. Just beamed. Just absolutely beamed this guy. I was so pumped whenever I killed him. I was like, wow, I literally just shot a guy out of the sky. Listen, if you are getting shot in the sky, dive. Wherever you are, dive. Don't be that guy that just floats down and thinks that he can dodge all the bullets from the guy. No, dive. You will probably die depending on the lobby that you're in. It is not that hard to shoot people out of the sky as long as you learn your weapon and know how they work. So with $42,000 to my name, I decided that we needed to run over and we needed to grab some UAVs and try and find some more people because I want to get as many kills as I can. At this point, I'm kind of trying to go for the record, but we're sitting on 22 kills. I see there's a guy in here, but I also see on the right-hand side, there's a guy on the UAV a little bit higher. He's just laying beside a tree, man. Just laying beside a tree. I don't even know what he's doing. So I run over here. I'm certain the guys heard me. So I kind of slowed down and I want to see if I can catch him off guard with an RPG. And I launch an RPG there and he starts walking forward and then walks right back into the shots. Some of these guys, I don't know, man. I feel like they opened up skill-based matchmaking just a little bit to where not every lobby is super difficult for everybody, you know? I think they made it like lower and higher just a little bit more. You know, you're going to have your people that are ridiculously good. And it seems in this lobby, you know, I obviously am on that, you know, end of the spectrum. But, you know, in this game mode, it's really just about knowledge. So as I come up this ladder, you know, I've called in multiple UAVs. We still have $26,000. $26,000. We are crushing it money-wise. But I see that there's a guy on the right on the UAV. So I want to get over here, but try and make as little noise as I can. So as I'm pushing over, I'm checking the right-hand side as well. Now, in a second, I'll find that guy. Just give it a minute. He's right there. Start shooting. We break his armor. We almost get him. Almost got him. Almost. We were super, super close right here. Super close. And I start looking around because I saw on the UAV there were some guys down below. So I start looking to see if I can catch them. And as long as you're quick, this isn't like a bad play. But I ended up accidentally mantling straight over. It's like sometimes it mantles you over and sometimes it just drops you straight down. And then I got this guy that's coming straight down above me. Beamed. Absolutely destroyed. And this guy up top behind, I didn't even want to mess with it. I didn't even want to mess with it. The way that he was playing, he just wanted to play his life. He wanted to stay alive. And then we have another guy in this building. I decide that pushing into a building, especially with a growl and an RPG, is not the play. So as I come over this direction, I see this guy coming down. We're going to beam this guy out of the sky as well. Just destroy him. That's all it comes down to, baby. And then as we move into this this red building, I see on the left-hand side, there's a guy at that building. So I'm like, all right, we're going to play across the building. We're going to try and get in this one right here. And this is where things kind of fell apart. So just to be 100% transparent with you guys, we do end up dying in this game. I've got 26 kills. There's 38 people left, 37 people left. And we were on pace for the record. We were 100% on pace for the record. And I was thinking, man, I've really got to get some of these kills. And so I get on top of this building. As soon as I get up top, I start shooting at this guy. And there's a guy that was laying down in the other side, not moving. I kid you not. He was just laying there. You'll see it on the kill cam. He was just sitting there. He was just sitting there. So that is going to do it for the video. I apologize that I died in that game mode, but I thought it would be a really, really good example. You know, we got 26 kills and we were on pace for the record, which is, I think right now, 47. We were literally on pace for the record and could have pulled it off if we hadn't died by that guy that was just sitting up there. So that That's tough. That's tough, but it is what it is. I hope you guys got a lot of really good tips out of this. If you did go on to enjoy, it'd be greatly appreciated. You drop the video a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as well as turn on notifications. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. Let me know in the comments down below if these videos that I'm making on the Stimulus Solos mode is more enjoyable for you guys than, you know, maybe just posting regular tips and stuff like that, because I want you guys to get better at the mode, and I want you guys to enjoy it a little bit more, because it's not a bad mode. You know, I had a few hot takes over on Twitter and they were like, man, this mode is bad, it's got some massive issues, but they've, you know, in some hot fixes, they've patched some of the things that I had issues with, which really was just the spam of precision airstrikes that you got out of, you know, crates and stuff like that. But regardless, let me know in the comments down below what you think of the mode as of now. And then feel free to follow me over on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the way up until 2 p.m., which is when my videos go live on YouTube, twitch.tv/iamexpel. And then follow me over on the Twitter, as well as join my Discord. It's the best way to get a hold of me between those two platforms. And I drop a lot of hot takes on modes and stuff like that on Twitter. Regardless, thank you guys immensely, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. Peace out.